on my family farm on the Mornington Peninsula, which is in Victoria, one of the southern states in Australia. And to me, this place is heaven. It was always my dream to have a property where my horses would be just outside my door. Your turn. Good. And eventually it came true. I don't know if I manifested it or I just bugged my parents enough that eventually they gave in.
When do you actually start on the racehorse?
My mum was always horse obsessed. She grew up very close to Caulfield Racecourse and they could never afford to have horses. My grandfather was right into punting and I would sit and watch the races with him and that was kind of it. And when he did well, it was always really exciting because he'd say to you, "Come on love, let's go collect." And off we'd go and we'd jump in the car and we'd go down to the local betting agency and collect his winnings. And if he'd had a good win, he'd go and get me a potato cake at the fish and chip shop next door.
In the very beginning, I thought her sister was going to be a talented little rider and we went along to some riding lessons and Georgia came along and she had a lunging lesson, etc. And at the end of it, the woman was all about Georgia and she said, no, this one's got the talent.
Well, in my formative years, I competed in eventing. That was my main pursuit. Although I have found over the years with my job, I can't maintain keeping horses that fit and ready for competition. And it is a real lifestyle. When you event, I would leave for a competition on a Thursday afternoon and I wouldn't be back sometimes until Tuesday. In the end, it just came down to, well, I still want to compete and I still want to ride horses. I have a sort of perfectionist tendency that sort of airs well with dressage. So I started to pursue dressage and the last few years that's been my main pursuit. When I first started out with the Victoria Racing Club, I thought it was like a 6-week job, which was the Maya Fashions on the Field ambassador over the Melbourne Cup Carnival. I think it was a really productive time for both of us. We enjoyed working with each other.
Oh, that's cute.
And then before I knew it, they knocked on my door and said, "Would you like to be an inaugural ambassador?" And I got offered a year-round contract with them. There is nothing quite like it. Every time you think you know the job, they present you with a new opportunity and something you couldn't have ever dreamed of. And it sounds cliche when you say that, but they really do think outside the box and there's always a new endeavour and a new challenge. Thus, this year, them presenting me with the Magnolia Cup. The Magnolia Cup is 12 women from all different walks of life who have never ridden in a race before. We're all amateurs in every way, shape and form in terms of being jockeys. We have to pass the British Amateur Jockeys test in order to ride, which includes quite a rigorous fitness test. We get paired up with a trainer and a horse over in England and we gallop 1,100 metres down the straight at glorious Goodwood. And basically I'm going to give it my all to not only win it, but to help raise awareness and much needed funds for the wellbeing of women, which is the chosen charity partner for the Magnolia Cup this year. As I'm here today, I haven't ridden a thoroughbred that's in training for track work or a jump out or a trial or anything like that. And no, I'm not crazy. People do it all the time. I've enlisted a lot of great help. There's a rigorous amount of fitness that I've got to do. Every day I'm pretty much running 5 kilometres on the treadmill, which I hate. And then there's a lot of weights. I've been doing personal training each week as well. The fitness side of it isn't my favourite, but for the sake of a great cause, you know, I can't think of a better reason to do it.
It's a little bit international velvety, isn't it? It's very exciting and a great opportunity, and of course, you know, she has her own natural competitive tendencies, so it's going to be fun, yeah.
I really don't have the words to express my gratitude to the Victoria Racing Club. The pathways that they have offered me in life, oh God, it almost makes me emotional. They have taken me out of my comfort zone. I'm going to cry. They've taken me out of my comfort zone on so many occasions and shown me that I am capable of doing things that I never thought possible. one of which is galloping a horse or standing up and speaking in front of thousands of people, networking and holding your own amongst people that, let's face it, they're much brighter and smarter than you, but you know, you realise that you can grow as a person and you're constantly evolving. So my gratitude to them is enormous.